Thanks, Lewis. Really appreciate this opportunity on Tiny Stage. I'm Willie. First couple songs, anyway, is going to do off of the new CD. It's called Love, Law, and Disorder. Love, Law, and Disorder. Self-explanatory, I guess. This one's called Hard Luck Saturday Night.
Spend my time in a jailhouse Saturday night. A traffic stop, a rookie cop uptight, with the handcuffs stuck in my wrist. Rookie cop, he lied. He said I was resisting. Oh Lord, it's a hard luck Saturday night. Knew I shouldn't have left my house that day. At least that's what my horoscope had to say. Sister said, don't you dare go out. Need to stay inside. You got another bad moon rising. Be careful, it's a hard luck Saturday night. Oh, it's a hard luck Saturday night. Called my baby to come and set me free. Couldn't get an answer on the phone, it's 3:30. Well, my heart is stuck in my throat. Something here ain't right. If my baby's gone at this hour, oh Lord, it's a hard luck Saturday night. Yes, it's a hard luck Saturday night. Spend my time in a jailhouse Saturday night, when your good luck's gone and nothing's going right. You can try and break the spell, just give up the fight. Whatever your choice, it's a rough ride. Be careful, it's a hard luck Saturday night. Oh, it's a hard luck Saturday night. Yes, it's a hard luck Saturday night.
This next song, again, off the new CD, and I have to give some credit to some phenomenal musicians that helped me out with this. First off, Woody Mitchell did all the guitar work and tons of other technical aspects of the album. Tom Kuhn on bass, Rob Thorne on drums, Tom Ewer on lots of specialty instruments, Chris Morrison on keys, and Aaron Morrison was behind the soundboard. So this one's called When the Lawman Comes.
When the lawman come knocking at your door, telling your name like the time before, no matter your trouble, he got the badge. Tables have turned, he's found you at last. When the lawman come, oh, history don't matter, know what you've been through. Bloodline been severed, your brother's in blue. You can call it forever, call it the end, but you're never gonna hug your brother again. When the lawman come, when the lawman come, when the lawman come. Shared the same mother right from the start. Devil and angel, you both played your part. Well, now it's confusing, roles are reversed. Brothers to devil, you're the one cursed. When the lawman comes, never knew your daddy, neither did he. Does it all come down to a difference in genes? When the heart's that cold, he cut that deep. Should've known better than to lay down to sleep. When the lawman come, when the lawman come, when the lawman come. What's your decision gonna open that door? Look him in the eye, tell him what you know. Will they believe you, a man of no means, pointing a finger on an illegal scheme? When the lawman comes, when the lawman comes, when the lawman comes, when the lawman comes, when the lawman comes.
This is another song off the new CD, Love, Law, and Disorder from Low Willie. This is another song about being in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's called Pushin'.
I'm pushing toward the light. Oh, I'm trying hard to keep the trail inside. Yeah, the poster says I'm a wanted. I ain't the man who shot him. I was just passing through that stinking town. You know how it goes for a drifter on the road, always getting the guilty point of view. The sheriff's men are coming, but I plan to outrun them. And if I don't, you know I'll make a stand. Oh, you know I'll make one hell of a stand. And I'm pushing through the night. I hope I make it to the morning light. Posse's got me surrounded, caged up and hounded. Ain't no place to be for an innocent mind. No, it ain't no place to be for an innocent man. Should've stayed back home. All that quarrel we had, it wasn't worth this road. You know I love you so, and no matter what happens, you know I love you so. And I'm pushing toward the light, and I'm dropping blood, I'm floating like a kite. Yeah, the mortal men that judge me, they got hell to pay come someday, 'cause I'll be inside their head till their dying day. I'll be inside their head till their dying day. I'll be inside their head till their dying day. Yes, I'll be inside their head till their dying day. And you know I'm coming back again someday.
So this song is one that goes back a little ways to the very first Low Willie CD called Livin' the Low Life. It's like in 2005. Kind of forgot about this song. It was one of a favorite of my wife Mary's, and really kind of a tribute to my parents who kind of came to age in the 1950s. And a good friend of mine, Rob McHale, kind of stumbled across it, says, "Randy, you need to get this one back out." So I did. I'm doing this here for Lewis and Tiny Stage. It's called Old Days.
He stood there alone on that old Ford fender. He was trying his best not to turn or surrender. He knew what it meant to be Dad's little boy. Watching the sights from the eyes of a child, the 50s went by, so many smiles. He was just happy to be in that scene as Dad's little boy. Back in the old days, the men would stand taller, and you knew it best as a kid not to holler. Grown-ups would gather for euchre and beer, shine up their rods and tramp in the mirror. Back in the old days, in the old days, a man in suspenders and pleated red pants with Johnny Ray records and his sweetheart they'd dance. Tile-covered floor of a basement bar, going into the night, throwing coal to the fire. In the old days, in the old days. Collars up high and poodle skirts low, and night on the town meant a 50-cent show. Kid on the street yelling extras for sale. Some cats on the corner sporting ducktails. In the old days, in the old days, a 56 fat fendered Ford pickup truck with rear skirts and dual pipes and dice hung for luck. Pure gasoline you could race for $1. Into the night without a care for tomorrow. In the old days, in the old days. Watching the sights from the eyes of a child, the 50s went by, so many smiles. He was just happy to be in that scene as Dad's little boy. As he stood there alone on that old Ford fender, he was trying his best not to turn or surrender. He knew what it meant to be Dad's little boy. Dad's little boy. Dad's little boy.
Thanks again, Lewis. Really appreciate being part of Tiny Stage. This one's also off of Love, Law, and Disorder for Low Willie. And this was on the folkier side. It's called Railroad Man.
My grandfather was a railroading man, and I heard a lot of stories I didn't understand till they brought me a box when my own daddy died. It was filled up with pictures, papers inside. So I took that old box and I went to the house. I poured a long glass of bourbon. I took my sunglasses off, went to the table, spread it all out, and that's when I learned what the man was about. He's a fireman apprentice. Back in 1909, he worked for the Baltimore, Ohio rail line. He was a child by my standard, a man by his own. He was earning a living by the time he left home. A railroading man. Oh, he's a railroading man. Yeah, metal to metal, fire inside. He gave up a home for an engineer ride. Well, it's hard to imagine what his young eyes seen, but they saw Jacksonville, Charleston, Richmond, and D.C. It was back in the time of the Great World War, and the freighters brought supplies to the eastern shore. By the late 1920s, he had a train of his own. Oh, he switched it on over to the Vanderbilt Road. Was a New York Central, ruled the Northeast. They called him the Hellcat and the New England Beast. Oh, he's a hell of a man. He's a railroading man. Yeah, metal to metal, fire inside. He gave up a home for an engineer ride. Well, they said he had ladies up and down the East Coast, from Florida to Boston, even further up north. But I found an old letter, said he only loved one. My grandmother Josie gave him one son. He spent 45 years of his life on the train, but he was going on back to his Josie to stay. The last trip through Trenton, they hit a runaway car, and the whole crew was lost in the rumbling fire. Oh, he was a hell of a man. He's a railroading man. Yeah, metal to metal, fire inside. He gave up a home for an engineer ride. Yeah, metal to metal, fire inside. He gave up a home for an engineer ride.